What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Full Tune YouTube channel. It's been a little while, even though you're probably just now seeing the video from before. That's actually from back in October. It's been super busy with the end of the Formula D season and all that stuff. This end of October through November was crazy busy, and I just really haven't had time to upload or film things. So I am trying to keep up with my build a little bit, so I'm going to talk to you about that a little bit today. Yep, don't mind the hat. My hair is just a mess. This is not a sponsored video. I love Link, but no, they're not paying the bills. So, but anyway, so what I've got behind me, of course, is my S14, and you can see there, it's got a turbo on it now. So that's good news. That's progress, right? And there she is. I got the car back from Cody, I guess around the end of the month. It was right before I was about to head out of town for one of my trips. I think it was probably after Irwindale or Texas. I don't know. They ran together so quickly. It's been a blur. The end of the season and all that stuff. It's just really been a blur. So, but we're starting to get back to this now. And like I said, everything turned out really nicely. I've known Cody for a long time, and he really followed through with everything I asked for. I mean, like, so he welded me an elbow on there so that we come straight through here. And that's all one pipe all the way down to the intercooler. And you can see there how the transition is built into the pipe. There's our blow-off valve there, and should have plenty of clearance for the tire. I won't be running the tire any further forward than that, so that won't be a problem. And then as you go around to the other side, same deal. He built the transitions into the piping. We did have to have one extra coupler there because of just ease of getting this pipe in and out. Battery tray's been cut out. All that'll get painted and stuff, but it's coming together pretty good. Still gonna run the stock fan shroud. I do have a Koyo radiator for it. One issue I'm coming into contact with on that though is that it uses a S14 bolt pattern on the fan shroud on this Koyo radiator that I have, so it doesn't fit with my S14 shroud, so I had to just put that on there for mock-up. So I'm still in search of a shroud. Anybody out there that has one, please let me know, because I want to keep that. I really don't want to do electric fans on this thing. I want to keep it pretty simple, and also just to save on inputs and outputs on the ECU and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's coming together pretty good. I haven't put the bumper back on yet, but he got everything fit up to my Street Faction bash bar that I already had on the car, which that held the bumper up pretty well. So I think I'll just have to do just a little trimming, in this area and stuff. But for the most part, pretty good. Now, I know, hey, I told you it's got a turbo on it and it's an engine and whatever, but this is a tuning channel. So, we'll talk a little bit more in detail about the setup and everything. So, starting here on the turbo side, this is a Turbonetics 57 millimeter turbo. This was part of a twin kit for a Mustang, and it was just left over from something else. So ended up picking up that from my buddy Josh over at Dyno Speed. As I mentioned in the first video, we got it's like a cast eBay manifold. Cody made the downpipe there. You can see great clearance to the AC lines and all that stuff down there. Bang up job on that. So we did convert to coil on plug. Those are Honda K20 coils. And with that, this coil will be deleted and all this stuff will be deleted. We're really only just using that for the pickup, just for our engine position. So over on this side, we're gonna stick with stock intake manifold. Did get rid of EGR and all that stuff. No need for that on this build. These injectors will get swapped out to a Subaru STI It's either 525 or 550 cc injector. I didn't really want to go too crazy on that stuff, mainly just to hold myself back because this is a stock engine and I don't really want to go too crazy with it. I just kind of want to, make a little bit of power. 300 wheel, I think I'll be happy with this thing. If I decide I want more than that, then, we'll look at maybe building something else. But this is supposed to be a simple street car build, and I want to keep it at that. I'm not really trying to, break the internet with horsepower numbers and all that stuff. And I know that's weird coming from someone that tunes cars for a living, but I really just want to go out and have some fun drifting this car and not break it every time I take it out. As I've mentioned before, I've had a lot of 240s over the years, and these stock transmissions usually about 350 horsepower is kind of where they start to give up when you have a car that's got pretty good traction and stuff like that, and you're shocking it, kicking the clutch and all that stuff. So I want to keep it under that. And I also, like I said, I don't want to break the engine. It's gonna be a 93 octane pump gas deal. Maybe we'll throw some octane booster or something in there for drift days. I don't know. I haven't really decided. We'll see how close things are. How far off it is from being safe. And of course, what's going to make that engine run safely at that horsepower? Well, like I said, I'm not sponsored by these guys, but I do like their products. So I am using Link G4X Monsoon. So very simple ECU with a harness from Mark at Panic Wired. And this one is just to adapt to the stock harness. So plugs in right there. And then this end will plug into our ECU. I'm gonna use the Link Can Lambda for the wideband, so I can have some safeties based on AFR or use closed loop fueling or whatever. Other than that, I'm gonna keep it pretty simple. I think I might have enough outputs to do like an oil pressure, or not outputs, inputs to oil pressure and fuel pressure. I gotta kind of check because it's really a small amount when you're using the Monsoon. It doesn't have as many as say your Storm or Extreme or things like that. This is really entry-level ECU, and that's part of why I chose it for this build, is because I wanted to do something very simple so that I can show people, hey, you can have a very simple, cost-effective ECU and still get the job done. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Very simple build. Stock KA-24DE 57mm turbo. That is a Turbo Smart 38mm wastegate. Probably gonna run maybe 7-10 pounds of boost out of it. It's really just whatever gets us 300 on 93 octane is what we'll go with. So very simple. I just want to do a small update. Even though this stuff looks like it's 90% of the way done, it actually all has to come back apart. It's really just kind of mocked up. There's no gaskets on or anything like that. So I gotta clean all that up, then put it together for the last time. And yeah, we'll be ready to make some noise. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. The thing everybody else says, whatever you want to do. It does help keep me motivated to the channel when I see those subscribers going up and when I see your comments and, people appreciate the videos and stuff like that. So definitely, yeah, engage, whether it's good or bad, I'll read it and respond. So, but yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to be bringing back more updates soon. All right, almost forgot one more thing. Just, I want to put this out there just to kind of keep myself motivated and also to promote these guys' event. So a big event every year here in the Memphis area is the Stupid Cold car show, which also usually collaborates with Traction Optional for drifting. This year, Traction Optional is not on there as a title, but some of my good friends, some of just the local drift OGs, Scott from Grip Royal being one of those guys, he is heading up the drifting side of that event this year. So that is January 16th and 17th of 2021. So I started this without like a real goal of an event that I wanted to do, or I really don't want to put a deadline on myself, but I really want to drive that event, go out and drive with my friends. I'll be there regardless. I'll be doing tech at that event for those guys. That's what I always did when we did events as traction optional back in the day anyway. So it should be a good time. Like I said, lots of cool cars because it's a car show and a drift event. So it's just a great time. 2-day event. Definitely come out. You can find that on Slammed Enough's website. I'll put that in the description